This video is brought to you by catbeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
What's up, you guys? This is Vincanity, and today we're going to be learning a very special move, and that is called the windmill track. This is a move that looks very scary at first. It's very intimidating, but in actuality, I feel like it's a very easy move to do. You do need to know how to do either a backspin or a windmill, but after that, the move is actually pretty easy. When I first started learning this move, it was by accident. I was trying to learn baby windmills, and when I was doing the baby windmills, I was bouncing super high. Right? To the point where I was like slamming my back or slamming myself into the floor. It wasn't smooth at all. And at some point I got scared, and instead of holding this form, I just put my arms out and I landed flat on my back. And my brother was like, "Oh, you just did a windmill track." And from there I continued practicing it and just got better at landing softly. Okay? The hardest part of this move is getting over the fear of landing. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. Let's get down to the floor. Alright, you guys, so like I mentioned, the hardest part of this move is actually going to be the landing. It's the most scary and intimidating part to this. And the way that I actually got comfortable with this was when I used to do martial arts. We did a lot of training on falling. How could we fall without hurting ourselves, right? And the way that you learn in martial arts and also just in stunt work in general is to try to create a large surface area for your body to land on. So if you guys just have your arms out and lean back, boom, right? And you kind of just slap the floor, right? This absorbs the impact, right? Let's try that again. We're gonna land and we're just gonna put our arms out, right? So that the impact isn't just here, right? In some cases, that could actually hurt you. What we wanna do is let our whole body absorb that impact. Let's try it again, leaning back, right? One thing you do want to avoid is not let your head touch the floor, so just hold it up a little bit. If you do want your head to touch the floor, let it touch the floor last. If you guys really want to be safe when practicing this move, wear a beanie or even a helmet just for safety purposes. So let's try it again. Ready? We lean back. Alright, a little bit faster. Okay. And when you do the actual track, what we're going to do is actually have our whole body out like that. Okay? So it's like you're this big starfish flying in the air. Let's try it again. Curl up in a ball, and once you feel somewhat comfortable with that landing, then you're ready to start practicing the windmill track. We'll do it in an easy fashion first, and then we'll get a little bit harder. Okay? So the first part, let's just try to do it from a backspin. Okay? We kick the backspin around, and what we're gonna do is we are going to kick over into a windmill, like as if we're gonna go stab, but instead of going to the stab, you're just gonna go to here. Okay? Let's try it. Ready? We just kick around. Boom. Again, kick around. Boom. This is just to kind of train your mind and your body to go from that whip to here. Let's try it again. Ready? Kick around. Go over. Boom. Okay. Once you're starting to feel comfortable with that kick and the landing, now we have to learn the bounce. The bounce is another thing that could be potentially scary because you have to go from the bounce boop, to here. Okay? So the bounce, basically it's kind of like you're about to do a baby windmill. You cross your legs, you tuck in, you kick out, and then you land. Right? So if you think about it, like swing, boom, land. That's the motion. Swing, boom, land. Okay? Let's try it slowly. We swing around. We have our momentum, right? We're spinning. Then we tuck in here. We're gonna kick up, and at the same time that we're turning. So we're turning and we're kicking, and that makes us do a track, spin in a circle, and land. All together, it looks like this. Alright, you guys, so now that we have that, we are ready to do this from a windmill. And to be honest, I think this is easier from a windmill because you already have that built up speed. You're whipping your legs into it and then you track, right? And once you have this down, you could literally do this from any power move. You could go flare, windmill track, you could go swipe, windmill track, whatever you guys could think of, okay? So we're gonna try it slowly from a windmill. Now, if you guys are brand new to windmills, please, please, please take your time on the wind up. Don't rush into it, because if you rush, you'll get a little bit of a roughness going into that track and it might cause a little bit of issue landing flat. All right, let's try it. Going slow, we go here, we step back, we go into our windmill, we tuck, we kick, we spin, boom. This is not really a move you could do slow. You kind of have to commit to it and go for it. That's why we practice landing, and that's why we practice just the basic kick motion. Okay, all together. All right, you guys, that is the windmill track. As you might know, this does sometimes go as other names, but I grew up knowing it as the windmill track because you're literally going from a windmill, spinning in a circle, boom, right? Take your time on this, learn the form, learn how to kick, learn how to land, and then once you feel ready, go for it. I would highly recommend, if you have the opportunity to, practice on a gymnastics floor that's a little bit padded, that has a little bit of a give, or even like on a mat, because even on this mat that's a little bit harder, you know, you do feel the impact, right? If you practice on a mat or something a little bit softer, you'll learn how to land. It'll be a little bit more forgiving than, you know, the concrete, okay? So take your time, learn the move, learn it safe, and then make your own move. Get creative with it. You know, make your own combination, all right? I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.